tutorial is going to be an updated eyebrow tutorial. I did one, I think it was like a couple of years ago, maybe even longer. It just feels like I just filmed it yesterday, but it's been so long. So I wanted to do this video for you all because there are so many products out there now that I've tried a few actually, and this is the best technique for me because I want that defined eyebrow, as you can see, but I still wanted to appear a little natural with the hairs showing through a little bit. So I hope that you all find this helpful. I know I haven't done an intro for quite a while. The reason for that is because there are a lot of airplanes that go through my house, and they're so loud. So it's just better sometimes for me to do a voiceover when it's like a busy time for them and they don't really have a schedule. Yeah, I haven't gotten that down, I've tried. But anyways, I hope that you all find this helpful. I really love this new eyebrow technique. I've been using it for a couple of months now, and I really love it because, like I said, I was trying so many different products, and some of the gels and waxes were making my eyebrows look scary. Like, they were so defined, it was not a good look. So I found one that I think appears natural, and it's a combination of products. So if you guys find this video helpful, please thumbs it up, subscribe if you haven't already, leave me your comments down below if you guys give this a try, and let's get started. And first off, if I need any grooming, I just do very basic grooming with my eyebrows. This is normally how they look. I haven't groomed these in a couple of weeks, so a lot of the hairs have grown out. So what I do is I just take a spoolie, and I try to, I've already trained them to be a certain way, so they're not really budging with me. But I just take whatever has grown out, and I did this especially for you guys so you could see how I get this done. And I just lightly, with the spoolie, I hold them up. And the reason I do that is because if I put it down, I won't be able to see very well. So I just like trim the little tips, and I don't trim too much, just whatever feels like overgrown, and it'll stick out. And especially right here, because I like making these little hairs go this way, so you don't want them to be like extra long there, because then it'll look weird. So then I'm going to take my brush, and I am using MAC 206. I really like this brush for powder products, and I'm going to be using my eyeshadow by MAC in Brun, not really sure how you pronounce that, but this is the color there. It's a really nice dark brown color, but it's not orangey, if that makes sense. So it's the perfect shade for me because it also allows me to show some of my natural hairs, and that way it gives more of a natural effect. So I'm just going to start right in the middle, just like that, and then just start shading. And then as I head to the inner part of my brow, I just kind of take whatever I put right around here and then just even it out and spread it out. And that way this area isn't really dark. So with that same eyeshadow that I placed there, I just use that to kind of move it around. And I use it to shade in all the bald spots. But still you could see some of the hair, so it makes it appear natural and less harsh. So I'm just going to go ahead and start shaping this out. Right at the top, trying to compare my other eyebrow. Notice how I'm not taking a lot of color because I don't want to get there yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue applying this, and I kind of hold it like a pen, and I color it in. My eyebrows are totally different, so I have to work pretty hard to get them close. And then a great way that I notice if they're coming like together the same is if you kind of put your head down a little bit, you can actually see how far you are and what shape you're following. So that's the easiest way for me rather than just looking straight at a mirror. If I do this, I could see where the points are, and this one's slightly higher. Naturally it is. So I try to make this one a little bit higher. And then lightly brush these out. Now, for those of you that might have like bald spots where you really don't have any hair, that's okay. I'm going to go back and show you guys what I do in those areas, because if you notice here I have a bald spot, but here I don't. So I need to fill this out so that they both look the same. And then again, I make this face and then I see what's, you know, kind of off. Okay, cool. So we're done with the shading there. And in order to kind of spread all that out that the brush can't, I use my spoolie. And then I'm very careful when I'm doing this. I don't just, you know, brush it out, because then you'll get some of that eyeshadow where in areas that you don't want it, and then it just won't look very clean. Now we're gonna move on to this Eye and Brow Maestro by Armani. The color that I use is 10 Mahogany, and I'm gonna use this with my MAC 2. Gosh, I'm gonna have to write this down because I've had this brush for so long. I don't even know what number this is, but I'll go ahead and put it on the screen for you guys. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take very little. Now, by a little, I mean literally just dab very little at a time. I'm gonna put this where I don't have hair. So that area would be right here. Notice how that just filled it in really nicely, but it still appears natural. And a lot of those gel products can seem a little harsh. I make my line to match the other eye as much as possible. And then kind of try to move your hairs so you can see, you know, wherever you need more product. We're there. And then with whatever's left over, I go back and I line up. But literally with whatever's left over, because again, you don't want that harsh lines. It just looks crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my spoolie and then just lightly feather this out. Continue this out with the spoolie, the tip of the spoolie. I'm gonna bring in a little more color to the inner part of my brow. So I'm gonna go in again with my brush, my 266, and my eyeshadow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lose the little mirror so I can actually look at both eyebrows on my mirror here, my big mirror. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try to make these as close as possible. Again, just feathering it out with whatever product you have on the brush rather than continuously putting on tons of product. And this doesn't take me this long. It's just taking longer because I have to explain my way through it. So don't be freaked out about how long it's taking me. I'm a lot faster now than I was before. Okay, cool. So I think that's pretty close. I don't think I'm gonna get closer just because they're so different. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and clean up right under the brow. And with that, I'm gonna use MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I love this product, and I'm going to apply it using my 242 by MAC. It's just like a little bit stiffer. Hi, Grandma. How are you? Good morning. And then I'm just going to apply a generous amount to both sides. And then I'm going to go in and clean this up. Such a perfectionist, it gets to me. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean the top as well. But just very lightly, because I don't like this to be like super duper duper sharp. See, I'm just using the tip of it and it cleans it up really nicely. So then I'm going to take my GimMe Brow by Benefit. This is one of my favorite brow gels because it has such a tiny, tiny brush and I just love it. See that? You can really get in there. Then you can go back with the spoolie once it's actually dried out, and then just kind of feather the line out so it's not so harsh if you don't like it, or with the fingers. Fingers always work great as tools. Oh, I'm over here brushing my eyelashes while I'm at it. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Alright everybody, so this concludes our eyebrow tutorial. I hope that you all found this video helpful. If you did, please thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Share the video if you can. And I will see y'all really soon with more tutorials. Take care everyone. Bye.